Works meetings for November 23rd, 2015. First item on the agenda, would you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will not be approving the minutes because Steve is not at this one and Tom was not at the last one, so we'll hold that for the next meeting. Next item on the agenda is department head reports, and first we have Fire Department, Robert Wiry. I guess I should say Deputy Chief.
Good evening. Got some good news to report along with our run loads. Since the last Board of Works meeting, the Lebanon Fire Department has responded to 81 calls for emergency service, performed 10 commercial inspections, assisted on 1 unsafe building inspection, and we've held 14 training sessions. Besides those 14 training sessions, we just finished up with our state certified instructor class. With that, we certified 13 additional instructors for our department, bringing the total of active state instructors on our department to 24. We have started now our state certified class for Fire Officer 1. This class is which prepares firefighters and current officers to become better at their job by instilling leadership models, ethics, pride, logic, critical decision making, ownership on all aspects of their job. After the successful completion of this current class, that'll bring the total holding this certification up to 25 of our members out of 30. I just want to applaud our men. This shows the dedication and the drive that they have, and they constantly better themselves for our department and the community. On Saturday morning at Station 11, we had the retirees breakfast. This is the second time that we've held this breakfast. We think that this is a great event. We cooked biscuits and gravy and we had scrambled eggs. The event was well attended by current members of the department along with retirees that still live here in the city. This is the second time, like I said. We plan on keeping this because it's very important to show those who have served the city that we still do appreciate their years of service and dedication to the city and to the fire department. Over the next 2 days, we'll be training at the tower with the Zionsville Fire Department. We'll be conducting live fire training. We are assisting with these burns. Although we're assisting, we're still running actually 4 of our crews through those burns also. When we do those burns out there, it takes a lot of manpower and a lot of resources, so we bring multiple departments usually together with this. Zionsville needed to train a couple guys, so they reached out to us to assist them in that. This just continues to show the cooperation that we have with all the departments in the county and the great things that we're doing within the county and all the departments working together. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Parks Department, John Messenger.
Good evening. Nice to follow the public safety, what is it, public safety?
Personnel.
What's his award? I'm trying to think.
Personnel.
Provider of the Year. Congratulations, Robert. Yeah, that's for sure. Yes. Anyway, over the weekend we were busy with the first snow that we had. We had 3 inches of snow, so we took care of all the roads and the walkways, and we'll continue to do that and clear it off during this winter. The restrooms are officially closed now. Obviously, with the cold weather, we've closed them all up. We do have a portalet down there by the baseball diamonds for those, because this weather, who knows what's going on. The caterpillars and the Farmer's Almanac and El Nino or whatever it is. It's supposed to be a mild winter, so hopefully it will be, and we'll have something there for the walkers, because we still are having a tremendous amount of walkers. Christmas in the Cabin, our annual event, is coming up a week from Saturday, December 5th. We have carriage rides as always, and that'll begin at 11 o'clock on Saturday, as well as Christmas in the Cabin, where the kids can come out and decorate little things, decorate little goodies. There'll be crafts and refreshments with Santa. He'll be making an appearance as well. Now the cost is $5 per child. To participate in the Christmas in the Cabin carriage rides must be reserved by calling the park office. there again. After that, we will have the Christmas parade. Begin lining up that after 3, 4 o'clock. Begin at 6 o'clock. The parade will, starting in Memorial Park, there by in back of the pool. It'll go all the way around the park, through the park, and then out on Meridian Street down to Main Street by the courthouse, where I believe Joe LePage will fill you in on what the people are doing down there. I know Pixie's coming. We have a couple bands. Real nice time. That was something the mayor wanted to see, where we grow that downtown and brought it to the streets. And I think it's going to be a great thing. Have a lot of decorations that we put up, but the courthouse rotunda will be open down there, I think, after 4 o'clock, so everybody can start participating in the fun down there. We'll drop Santa off, so he will be able to entertain the children down there when we come through at 6 o'clock with the parade. He'll be at the end of it, jump off, and like last year, they kept them a couple hours. It'll be a nice time for everybody. And I thank the reporter for all their nice coverage on that. That always helps everybody know about it, and participation's huge. The Farm Heritage Trail got finished paved a couple of weeks ago. Triangle did a nice job on that. Appreciate all their help. Looks good out there. We've started to put posts and different things up there to straighten that out too. Get rid of the old ones and put in the new. Additional security cameras are going up. They're being installed. They started last Friday. We'll be working, adding additional cameras to Abner Longley Park and Memorial Park. And that project will be going on for a while. It looks good.
Good.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Next, Police Department, Ben Phelps.
Good evening. Chief Myers and Assistant Chief Scott couldn't be here tonight. Them, along with some of the members of our department, are assisting with a fundraiser up in Thorntown at Stookies for one of our former officers, Todd Clark, who passed away suddenly last month. So to report tonight, we've had 756 calls for service since the last meeting, during which 17 criminal arrests have been made. We're getting closer on the range building. We're working with Jane Utilities to try and get the electricity out there, as well as get the heat going in the building so they can finish some of the work. Most of the walls in there are up. So we're hoping within the next week or two to be a little bit more functional out there. Our newest hire, Josh Walker, is in his 5th week of FTO. And that's about it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ben.
Street Department, Larry Lee.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Just a few things here. Saturday, when the forecast was supposed to be in a dusting to an inch, somebody read something wrong, I tell you, after about 4 inches. I don't know. The guy's done a great job. We only had 5 of our 8 trucks available because the other ones were set up for leaf season. But they took care of the whole town and everything. We done one path through the streets and done some salt and sanding. So I think everybody was able to get away and get around and things like that. The other thing is, I'd like to announce that street leaf pickup will end December 4th, and that's weather permitting. We've gathered quite a bit of leaves, and the next council meeting I should have the amount of leaves that the city did collect. The street department has been working with Triangle Asphalt. We're coming to an end of paving. We had some deterioration in some areas where on North Grant Street, I believe it was pretty bad there. We just kind of drug an inch over that, get that completed, and then also on West Maple Drive. So that's completed. We're doing some crack fill along with Triangle Asphalt, and that will probably end the season with asphalt and crack sealing.
Okay.
That's all I got, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Communications Department, Joe LePage.
Good evening, everyone. As John Messenger mentioned, the Heart of Lebanon is teaming up with the Parks Department to create a fun and festive environment for December 5th and the rest of the Christmas and holiday seasons. Coming up, along with the festivities going on with the Parks Department, have been finalizing some things, we have being the Heart of Lebanon, with those the festivities downtown. We'll have a couple of movies, back-to-back holiday Christmas movies at the library. Also bringing in some Christmas vendors as well to be on the second floor of the library as well. Becca's Market is also going to be selling Christmas trees downtown, and we're finalizing some other, some fun stuff, shopping promotions throughout the heart of Lebanon that we hope to bring you shortly, as well as music, as John mentioned. You'll notice something as you head downtown to the heart of Lebanon, as we call it, a major upgrade in the amount of lights going in downtown through a Department of Energy grant, and with the help of the Street Department, Lebanon Utilities, and the Parks Department, have been able to upgrade all of downtown. What had been done in years past was there were pole lights on all the lights downtown, several of the lights downtown. What our Heart of Lebanon group has done is to use this DOE reimbursement grant to add more lights to those poles, but also to add LED lights to a lot of the trees downtown as well. And so we took an account of not only all the poles, available poles, but the trees as well. And so we have roughly 55 pole lights now, upgraded from 40, so a lot more coverage downtown, with the ultimate goal of potentially one day having those pole lights go from the Interstate 65 all the way to the hospital. That's lofty expectations for future years. But the thing that I'm most excited about is the upgrade on the trees downtown. If you looked in years past, the 4 large pine trees had been illuminated around the courthouse square, but sadly they didn't go all the way to the top, and that's where we enter in with Lebanon Utilities. Their crews have been working tirelessly to help us not only put lights around those 4 trees, but we're going to put some around the city side or the outside square as well, and even some more that is inside on the county side of things. So coming up on December 5th, John mentioned all the festivities going on at the park. Starting at 2 p.m. is when the movies will begin downtown, but also in culmination with the Christmas parade, there are 4 large trees that are around the courthouse square. 3 of those will have white lights and be illuminated, and all the lights will be illuminated at 6 p.m. on Wednesday to kind of get you excited for the holiday season ahead of Thanksgiving. But on December 5th, there's 1 large pine tree that won't be illuminated, and that will be saved until December 5th, and that will be Santa's tree. It will have multicolored lights on it, as well as a star, and so it'll be separate from all the rest, and that is on the northeast pine tree, right across from the old jail. So what's going to happen is we're all going to be downtown enjoying the Christmas parade. When Santa's dropped off, he will select a child from in and amongst the group that are there, and Santa and that child will go and light Santa's tree. So we're encouraging people to tie their Christmas wishes to this tree, and Santa and the young child are going to actually flip the switch to illuminate the tree and the star. We'll be singing some carols as well. Again, that's happening on December 5th, and the parade begins at 6 p.m. And so Santa will be picking out that kiddo and flipping the switch around 7:30 or so. But really, I want to, again, commend and thank those folks that have helped us out. The street department has been great with the storage. The Parks Department has helped out greatly with the outside square and the smaller trees. And then Lebanon Utilities, if you were downtown today, you saw them. I mean, the pine trees are tall, and they're going all the way to the top now. So we appreciate that, and it's going to look great. We look forward to upgrading it in years to come.
Is there any talk, Joe, about bringing a carriage back for this month at all? Carriage rides to downtown Lebanon at all?
To downtown? Not to my
Do it in
knowledge.
the-
They're going to be
in the
happening at the
park?
park,
In the
at
park.
Memorial Park, sure, yeah.
Gotcha.
Are you going to be singing?
I'll be rapping? No.
Okay, all right.
I can't
I
wait.
got a Christmas rap, I'm right. No.
I can't wait then.
I'll be
Christmas
singing along
rap.
with everyone else, no solos.
Christmas
Yeah.
wrapping.
Or rapping.
Yes.
Yeah. Got a dual meaning there.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Lebanon Utilities, Jay McCoskey.
Well, I'd like to say thanks to Jake Thompson from the Reporter and Joe for pictures and acknowledging our guys for their assistance. They really enjoy that and take a lot of pride in giving back to downtown like that. And thanks to Joe and his group for their work. Now my notes. Pursuant to the special meeting of the Board of Works and Lebanon Utility Board on Monday, November 16th, selecting Sondai Solutions as our AT outsourced service provider. They were already in last week beginning their due diligence, and this morning their technical people started meeting with John Stansel of Government and Utility Services who's been minding our IT shop while we were able to put together the IT RFP and go through the process of selection. The intent of Sundai will be take over IT services for the city and the utility the first of the year. They also have a draft of the contract from the city and the LU board to review, so that'll all get in place very quickly. So I have a report.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Okay, next item on the agenda is approval of contract with Security Pros for security cameras.
Good evening. I've got 3 separate contracts here. It's all for one big project up at the police department. And it's with Security Pros to upgrade our analog cameras to digital, as well as to add some additional cameras to the exterior of the building to increase coverage in areas that currently do not have it. This project also extends our retention period. Right now, we're in a 14-day retention, and it's going to extend it to a 180-day retention. The funding is already allocated for this, so we're just asking the Board of Works to approve the mayor to sign the contract so we can start getting the parts together and have work begin around the first of the year.
I have approved all 3 agreements, and there were some minor changes that Security Pros agreed to. Again, 3 different contracts, but each is for 1 signature. So I would recommend authorizing the mayor to sign on behalf of the board.
I'll make that motion that the mayor sign on behalf of the board with regards to the proposals for Security Pros for the Lebanon Police Department, additional cameras.
And I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thanks, sir.
Next item on the agenda is pay the claims.
I'll make a motion that we pay those claims, sir.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Anything else come before the Board of Works? Then I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, sir.
I'll second the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We will begin the city council meeting in just a few minutes.